So welcome. Today is Thursday. Happy Thanksgiving, November 25th, 2021. The next hour together, we're going to focus on breathing and relaxing and releasing, and use this time to make it your very own practice. Let's go ahead and relax down on our backs. Let your arms be restful at your sides, palms open, face to the sky. Closing your eyes, we're breathing deeply in through the nose, expanding belly, back, and rib cage on the inhale. Exhaling out through the nose, feeling that same area of the body contract and empty. While we're breathing deeply in through the nose and out through the nose, bring awareness to our face and relax our eyes. Soften your forehead. Relax your jaw. And let your breath move into your neck. Bring your awareness and your breath into your arms, and let's breathe from our shoulders to our fingertips. Now let's bring that awareness and breath into our legs. We're going to breathe from our hips to our toes. From there, let's guide our breath into our spine and breathe from the top of our head all the way down to the tailbone. Letting your breath make its way in between each segment of your spine. Now let's bring awareness back into the arms, and I want you to simply stretch your arms from your shoulders to your fingertips. So just tense the muscles in your arms, keeping the rest of your body relaxed. And then let the arms go soft, and we'll do the same with our legs, stretching those legs from hips to heels. And then let the legs go soft. Let's inhale both arms towards the sky. As we exhale, let them float back behind you. We're going to stretch out through our fingers and push out through our heels. Just feel that body becoming longer and longer. And then feel everything go soft. Let's inhale the arms back up. Exhale, return them to your sides. From there, we're ready to pull the left knee up to our chest and simply hug it tight to your body. Work at keeping the shoulders relaxed and open on the mat. And then let's point and flex our foot. Start to draw an easy circle around with your ankle. And then let's reverse that. And allow your foot to rest. Switching out, let's bring the opposite knee to chest, and we'll flex and point that foot. And then draw that slow circle with your ankle. And reverse. And then allow that foot to rest. Now we'll bring both knees in close to the body, giving ourselves a nice tight hug with shoulders relaxed. And we'll simply rock from side to side, massaging either side of your spine. Let's come back to neutral and then circle both knees around and really feel that massage going on in your lower back. And then we'll go the other way. And then hug both knees in nice and tight. And let them relax a little bit. Try again, let's draw them in nice and tight. and let them release. And then we can just rest our feet down on the mat. Let's space our feet apart about hips distance, toes in, heels out. Arms at your sides, palms facing the sky. Inhale and begin to tighten the belly and peel your spine off the mat. Lifting up into that shoulder bridge. And then exhale as we melt back down, one segment at a time. Let's try again, tightening the belly, rounding off the mat. Holding on to our bridge. And then exhale, pressing back down, one segment at a time. Once more, let's tighten the belly and peel ourselves off the mat, pressing up into that bridge, holding on. And then exhale, again returning one segment at a time. Now that we've made it all the way back down, let's tuck the knees again, tight to the body, and feel that nice stretch going down the spine. Tightening the belly, let's press through the back of the ribs, and then bring the nose towards the knees. So you're simply rounding the shoulders, neck, and head off the mat. Exhale and come back down. Try again, tighten the belly as we round up. And release back down. Once again, scooping that belly and rounding up. And release back down. Now let's separate the knees and let the soles of our feet come closer together. Pull your heels down towards your body. Breathing into inner thighs and outer hips. Let's separate the feet, holding onto the outer edges of our feet. Push those flat feet towards the sky and pull down with your hands. And then we can add a few little rocks. And then come back to that neutral place. Next, we're going to extend the legs out straighter and straighter, pushing out through the heels. And just let your legs go where they can. And then we'll bring the soles of our feet back together. And try to open the knees just a little bit wider. Let's bring our knees back together. Really hug those knees close to your body. Tightening the belly, press through the back of the ribs, come back up into that nice C shape. And on the next exhale, we're going to roll ourselves upright. And once we made it upright, we can come into our easy cross-leg position. Palms opening to the sky, shoulders falling away from our ears. There is our seated mountain pose. Let's drop our chin to our chest. Feel that easy stretch in the back of your neck. Let's lift the head to back and open the throat. Exhale again, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the head to back, open the throat. Exhale, chin to our chest. Inhale, lift the head to back, open our throat. And then just return to our neutral place. While we continue to lengthen our spine, begin to turn your eyes to look over that right shoulder. Come back to neutral, and we'll turn our eyes to look left. Return to neutral and turn to look right. Back through neutral and return to look left. Return to neutral. And again, drop your chin to your chest. Now we're ready to roll the right ear to the right. Drop the chin and roll left. Dropping the chin, let's roll right. Dropping the chin and roll left. Drop the chin and roll right. Hang out right there and place your right hand just above the tip of your left ear. And then let's push our left palm towards the mat. Extend the right arm towards the sky as we gaze up at our hand. Let's do a side stretch, turning our palm towards the sky. And then lift back up. Again, side bend to the left, turning that palm towards the sky. And come back up. Once more, side stretch. Then we're going to sweep that right arm forward, all the way out to the right, back up over the head and to the left. And then come back to neutral and let that arm float all the way down. Once it's down, let's roll our shoulders from back to front. Think about really drawing the shoulders way up into the base of your ears. And let your hands return to the knees, palms facing open. We'll drop the chin to the chest. And this time, tip your left ear to the left. Place your left hand just above the tip of your right ear. And then push that right palm into the earth. Extend the left arm towards the sky as we gaze up. Side stretch to the right, left palm faces up. And come back to neutral. Again, exhaling off to the side. And inhale back up. Exhale to the side. Sweep the left arm forward, reaching all the way to the left. Come back and side bend to the right. And then lift back to neutral. And exhale, let the arm float down. Once they're down, we're going to extend the arms a little bit longer out. Let your fingertips still touch the mat. And feel yourself getting taller and taller off of your tailbone. From there, let's inhale, sweep the arms towards the sky. And exhale, let your palms press together at heart center. Let's lace our fingers and push our palms away from the body. Start to lean forward, still pressing out through the palms. And then let's pull ourselves back to neutral center. And let's turn our palms to face the body as if we're holding a large ball in front of us. Lifting out of the waistline, take a big inhale. Exhale and rotate at the waist to the right. Inhale back through neutral and rotate to your left. Inhale back to neutral. And then exhale, let your hands return to your knees. We're back in our seated mountain pose. I want you to squeeze all your fingers tightly in like you're making really tight little fists. And then stretch your hands open as wide as you can, pressing through the palms. Curl the toes in really, really tight, or the fingers in really tight. And then stretch them out really wide. Let's try that once more. Curl them in as tight as you can. And then we'll stretch them out really, really wide. And then just let your hands go to neutral. And then take one more inhale. Exhale, let everything go soft. And let's transition onto hands and knees. So once we've made it onto hands and knees, we've got shoulders over hands, hips over knees, tops of the feet pressed into the mat. Nice wide spread fingers, hands turned in slightly, and press down through your second, third, and fourth finger knuckles on each hand. These are our foundational hands. Start sinking your navel as you lift your tailbone. Lift your head and open your heart for cow. Exhale, scoop the belly in and really round for cat. Try again. Inhale, open cow. And exhale, round cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, round cat. Once more, inhale, cow. And exhale, round cat. And then return to neutral. Holding the belly button tight, straight line from the top of your head to the tip of your tailbone. Extend the right leg behind you and push out through the right heel. Now extend the left arm out in front and rotate that left palm towards the sky. Exhale, return to all fours and we'll switch. Pushing out through the left heel. Adding the right arm forward, rotating palm to sky. Exhale back down and we'll switch. Extend and reach. Now let's bring just the hand down and we're going to set our right toes down. And then step the left foot back, and that's going to bring us into a nice sturdy plank. Belly button is firm. We still have our foundational hands. We're feeling a really good stretch down the entire length of our body. I want you to push back towards your heels and then pull the heels forward again. Push back through the heels and come back to neutral. Once more, press back through the heels and return to neutral. Now let's come back down onto all fours. And extend the left leg behind and reach the right arm forward, turning that right palm towards the sky. Bring the hand down, set the left toes down. Step the right foot back and return to your plank. From there, we're going to sink to the knees and the tops of our feet. There's our modified plank. And then start to lower, elbows opening. Bring your ribs down first, then your hips. Tuck your elbows in. Inhale as you lengthen, rise into cobra. Exhale again, elbows open on the way down. They come in as we inhale and rise for cobra. Exhale again, going down. And inhale, rise, cobra. Push all the way back into extended child's pose. Allow your forehead to meet the mat. Let your chest drop through your knees. Really pulling your tailbone towards your heels. And then let your palms open to the sky. Press down through the palms, creating foundational hands. Tuck your toes, and we're back up into downward facing dog. Now I want you to let your head drop through your arms. Feel your ribs pull closer to your thighs. And feel the back of your shoulder blades reaching towards your gluteals. Let's walk our dog one heel lift at a time. And then raise both heels together and let them sink down. Try again. Let's raise those heels and let them sink down. From there, we inhale ourselves into a nice sturdy plank. And then exhale back up into down dog. Inhale to our plank. And exhale, down dog. Once more, inhale into plank, holding. Modify to your knees, lowering down, elbows wide. They tuck in as we inhale, rise into cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, and we're back up into down dog. Inhale again to plank. You can modify if you like, or you can lower in one piece. Elbows tuck in. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Once more, inhale to our plank. Choose how you wish to lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, extended child's pose, and stretch. Scoop the belly in, and let's round up for that cat stretch. Sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open your heart, cow. And then return to that neutral spine. Let's take a step forward with our right foot. Start by placing that foot between your hands. Knee is over ankle. Tuck the left toes. Lift the left knee. Brings us into runner's lunge. So when we're bearing weight down into that right foot, again, think about pressing into your second, third, and fourth toes. Let's step our right foot back, bringing us back into plank. Press back up into downward facing dog. And then let's return to all fours. Now we'll switch. We'll step the left foot forward. And again, we've got the knee positioned over the ankle. We're going to tuck our right toes, lift the right knee. That brings us into lunge. Pressing down through second, third, and fourth toes. and eyes looking out. Stepping our right foot forward, think about big toes close, heels apart. We're going to roll up. Stretch high to the sky. Exhale into your heart. Inhale again, extend. And exhale to your heart. Inhale, extend. And exhale, let's fold the body forward. Inhale as we look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to your heart. Inhale again to the sky. In exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Let's step right foot back, left foot back. Good strong plank. Exhale, lowering as you wish. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale returns us to plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes in, heels out. Inhale, coming up. Reaching to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Again, inhale, stretch, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes in, heels out. Inhale, coming up. Reach, touch the sky. Exhale, return to the heart. Inhale again, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink down. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. And exhale, down dog. Extend the right leg behind as you push out through the heel. Move into three-legged dog. Step the right foot forward. Step the left foot forward. Toes are in, heels are out. Inhale, we roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Once more, inhale to the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, looking out. Exhale, sinking down. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale as we're lowering. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, toes tuck, downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale, down dog. Left leg starts extending, reaching that heel towards the sky. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes in, heels out. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to your heart. Allow your arms to extend at your sides, palms facing forward. Standing mountain pose. Feel yourself lifting, opening the heart, drawing the shoulders downward. Breathe. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Let's cradle the elbows in the palms of our hands, forming a frame, and then allow your head to drop in that frame. Let your fingers release to the mat. We'll step back, right foot, left foot into plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Extend the right leg behind you, push out through the heel. We're back into three-legged dog. Step the right foot through the hands, returning us to lunge. Now I want you to push your left heel down and turn your left toes out. Align your left heel with the back of your right heel. Start lifting upper body. Hip bones square, add the arms to the sky. Warrior one. Open the arms wide. spine is neutralizing, and then we stay long in the waist and hinge forward, bringing us into a warrior airplane. Let your hands return to the mat. Lift to the ball of your left foot. Push your body weight forward onto the right foot, and start straightening the right leg as you extend your left leg behind you, hip level. There's our tripod balance. You can turn that into half moon if you'd like to align your right thumb with your right pinky toe and extend the left arm towards the sky. Exhale that hand back to the mat if it's lifted, and then let's step the left foot in. We've got toes and heels out. Inhale, rolling up. Reaching high to the sky. Exhaling to our heart and returning to mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, looking out. Exhale, melting those ribs into our thighs, cradling our elbows, once again forming that frame, and letting our head drop within that frame. Release your fingers to the mat. Step back with your left foot. Step back with your right foot into plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise. Cobra. Exhale, toes tuck. We're back up into down dog. Inhale into that plank. And exhale, down dog. From there, let's take our left leg, extend it behind us, reaching up to the sky, three-legged dog. Step the left foot through the hands, bringing us back into lunge. Pushing the right heel down, turning your right toes out. Align your left heel with the back of your right heel. Start lifting upper body. Left knee over ankle. We've got that weight pressing into second, third, and fourth toes on the left foot. Arms extend to the sky. Warrior one. Let the arms open as you open your heart. We neutralize the spine, stay long in the waist, and hinge forward. Bringing ribs to that front thigh, warrior airplane. Exhale, release your hands to the mat. Return to the ball of your right foot, and then push your body weight forward onto the left foot as you're straightening the left leg. Extend the right leg behind you, hip level. Hands form a tripod with your left foot. We can stay in tripod balance or align left thumb with left pinky toe. Rolling right hip open, we add that right arm to the sky, bringing us into half moon balance. Exhale, right hand down if it's lifted. Right foot steps in. We've got toes close, heels apart, and we inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale, return to the heart. Inhale, let's extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, looking out. And exhale, sinking deeper. Step the right foot back into our lunge. And then proceed to walk around into a wide straddle. So now we're facing the wide edge of our mat. Toes can either be straight ahead or turned in. Hands directly under shoulders. We go for a nice big inhale to lengthen. And then as we exhale, think about melting and letting your upper body become very limp. So feel free to bend your knees as much as you need to. From there, we'll push down into our palms, straightening the arms. And then let's inch our left hand over so it's centered beneath us and push on it with your right hand. Really add some pressure so you feel like you're pushing your body away from the mat. Let's inhale, right arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at your waist, and that brings you into your twisting straddle. Exhale, let's bring the right hand down. And let's proceed to walk ourselves around so we're facing the back end of our mat, which means we are now facing the right foot in our lunge. Once you've established a nice stable lunge, let's lift upper body. There's our high lunge. And then adding the arms to the sky is our crescent lunge. On the exhale, let your hands return to the mat. We're going to start to push the left heel down and straighten the right leg, lifting right toes. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, sink deeper into your right thigh. And after a couple breaths, see if you can let your toes sink back into the mat. Good, now just rebend the right knee and lift upper body, and that's going to bring us into Warrior One. Let's open the arms wide as we're pulling our right leg straighter and straighter, revolve upper body, and now we end up in 5-pointed star, facing that wide edge of our mat. Palms open to the sky, we can feel our fingertips being drawn away from the center of our body. From there, let's rotate our palms to face forward and start bringing the hands closer together. Once they've made it together, lace your fingers and then press your index fingers together. Breathe across your upper back and the back of your shoulders. And while you're still lengthening, begin to lift the arms, making sure you're not feeling your shoulders scrunching up and keeping those upper arms a little bit in front of your ears. We get even taller out of the waist. And then we do a little side bend off to the left. Come back up and side bend to your right. Coming back up, getting longer, and side bend to your left. Lifting again, getting longer, and side bend to your right. And then we're back to neutral center. Let the arms reopen, and let's return to our 5-pointed star. Next, we're going to turn our left toes to the front end of our mat, align our left heel with our right arch, and we want to keep the front of our body facing the side of our mat as we slowly bend the left knee. It inches itself out over your ankle without going past your toes. And we just look out over that left palm into Warrior Two. Now I want you to start lowering the right arm towards your right leg, and then it's going to make a circle and stop when it's alongside your right ear. Let's reach further forward with the left arm and then start lifting the left as you lower your right. Turning palm to the sky takes us into reverse warrior. And then let's pull the left leg straighter and straighter without locking and really press out through the heel of your left hand for reverse triangle. From there, we're ready to bring ourselves back into our starting position. Now we're imagining ourselves being pressed between two panes of glass. We start to inch our right hip to the right, and then we're stretching that left arm away from the right hip. And we're going to go as far as we can. Once we can't go any farther, we can lower the left and lift the right. No tension in the neck or the shoulder. Feel like your right hand is being drawn right up towards the sky. And then if you want, you can let that left arm swing back and forth a little bit, noticing that you're not using it to hold you up. And then you can let it return to its position and try to open just a little bit more. Good, and then from there, as we exhale, let's bend the left knee, revolving upper body, return to the ball of your right foot, and that brings us back into our lunge. Let's step back with our left foot holding onto our plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Exhale, we tuck our toes, we're back up into down dog. Inhale, return to plank. You can hold your plank or you could add a push-up. And then return to downward facing dog. Extend the right leg behind you, push the heel towards the sky. We're back into our three-legged dog. And then let's step the right foot through the hands, bringing us back into lunge. Let's step our left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. And now I want you to begin to sink your hips down like you're trying to sit down in a little tiny chair. And while you're doing that, you're bringing your knees closer together. And then you're going to lift your ribs off of your thighs and let your hands come together at your heart. On our next inhale, begin to rotate, rotate, rotate to the right. And then as you exhale, sink down a little bit more and see if you can tuck that left elbow to the outside of that right thigh. Let's take another inhale. As we exhale, let's untwist. And then extend the arms alongside your ears and try to lift your ribs a little bit more. And then from there, we're going to inhale and reach to the sky. Exhale, hands return to your heart. Inhale, let's extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Left foot steps back, bringing us into lunge. And then we make our way around into our straddle, which means we're facing the other side of the mat. We've got our toes either pointing inward or straight ahead. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we're melting and melting and melting. And we're taking all the tension out of the upper body. We can bend our knees as much as we need to. And then from there, go ahead and push down into your palms and your arms get straighter and straighter. Let's slide the right hand over so it's centered beneath us and then push on it with your left hand and really press down so you feel your body pushing away from the earth. Let's inhale, left arm to the side. Exhale, revolve with the waist. And that takes us into twisting straddle. Exhale that hand back down. And then from there, let's walk ourselves around into runner's lunge, and we're facing the back of our mat. So we've got our left foot forward and our right foot back. And once you've established your lunge, let's lift upper body. That brings us into high lunge. And then once we have the arms overhead, that becomes crescent lunge. Exhale, let your hands return to the mat. From there, go ahead and push that right heel down as you're straightening the left leg. We're lifting our left toes, and then we're going to lengthen and fold deeper into that front thigh. And after a few breaths while you're here, see if you can sink those left toes all the way into the mat. Got one more inhale. On the exhale, start to rebend the left knee, keeping that right heel pressed down, and then begin to lift upper body. So we've got our hip bones facing forward, our shoulders snapped, and there we are in Warrior One. Left leg pulls straighter and straighter, our arms go out wide, we rotate at the waist, and we end up facing the wide edge of our mat. adjusting our feet so they're a little wider than our hips. Our toes are in, our heels are out, and we can feel our fingertips pulling away from the body with our palms open to the sky. 5-pointed star. Rotating our palms to face forward, let's bring them together in front. Lace all of your fingers, press your index fingers together. Breathe across that upper back and the back of your shoulders. From here, we're going to bend the elbows and let the forearms and the elbows come close. And then let's inhale and start extending the arms towards the sky without feeling any tension in the neck or the shoulders. And we want to keep the upper arms a little bit in front of those ears. From there, let's start to tip back a little bit so you're opening that chest. And then come back to that neutral spine. And let's lower our left arm so it's alongside the left hip. Keep reaching up with your right hand and then inch your left hand farther down the outside of your left leg. But we want to keep that right arm straight up to the sky. Now let's come back up. We can lift the left and we're going to lower the right. We're going to inch the right hand down the outside of that leg, but we're going to keep our left hand stretching towards the sky. And then let's bring that hand up as well. And return to star. Now we're ready to turn our right toes to the front end of our mat. Align our right heel with our left arch, keeping the front of your body facing the wide edge of your mat. Bend the right knee. Find that warrior two where you're equally balanced into both feet. You're pressing your weight into your second, third, and fourth toes of that right foot. Now lower the left arm towards your hip. It's going to make almost a full circle, but it's going to stop when it's alongside your left ear. Extend the right arm a little farther out. Now as you lift the right, lower your left and turn that right palm to the sky. And there's reverse warrior. And then while we're there, pull the right leg straighter and straighter and keep pressing out through the palm of your right hand into reverse triangle. And then we'll bring our arms back to shoulder level and we're back to our starting position. Starting to build our triangle, we're imagining that we're being pressed between two panes of glass. First, our left hip starts pulling left, and then we start reaching that right hand as far away from the left as it will go. And once it can't go any farther, we can lower the left and lift the right. There's no tension in the neck or the shoulder. And then if you want, see if you can let that right arm swing free. And let it return to where it was. Now as we exhale, begin to revolve the upper body. Lift to the ball of your left foot, and there we are back in our lunge. Send the right foot back, a good strong plank for all. Exhale, we lower down. Inhale, we lengthen, rise cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. You can hold that plank or insert a push-up. Exhale, return, downward facing dog. Now let's extend the left leg behind us, push out through the heel, and then reach to the sky for three-legged dog. Send the left foot between your hands, bringing you back into lunge. Right foot steps forward as well. Toes are close, heels are apart, and then I want you to bend those knees like you're sitting down into that tiny chair. And while that's happening, we're pulling the knees closer together, and we're placing our hands at heart center. As we inhale, we're going to rotate off to the left. And as we exhale, We're going to tuck that right elbow to the outside of that left thigh. On the next exhale, let's untwist. And then extend the arms alongside your ears and try to lift your ribs a little bit higher. Now let's inhale and rise from our chair. Exhale, hands to our heart. And then let your arms come long at your sides. And we've returned to our standing mountain pose. From there, let's find a focal point for our eyes. Fixate on that spot. Begin to shift your weight into your right foot. Let's take our left heel and place it against the right ankle bone and let your hands rest at heart center. When you're ready, you can lift your left toes, placing that left foot anywhere on the right leg as long as you're not digging your heel against your knee joint. And then when ready, you can grow the branches of your tree. Let the arms go wide. And then let's reroot the tree. Coming back into your mountain pose, breathe. From here, we're shifting our weight into our left foot. Got that focal point. We can feel the navel pulling in tightly. Place your hands together at heart center, and then just place your right heel against your left ankle bone. When ready, placing that right foot somewhere on that left leg. Growing the branches of your tree. Exhale, open the arms wide. And then let's reroot the tree. And we're back into our standing mountain pose. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, open just the arms. Bring them together behind your back. Hook them together, whatever way works best for you. Once that's done, think about lifting the heart, opening the throat, pulling down with your hands. Inhaling to neutral spine, exhaling, hinging forward, leading with your ribs. Think about pressing your ribs into your thighs, letting your head drop, and then try lifting the arms a little higher. Exhale, let your hands release. And then just let your body be limp like a rag doll. And then from there, we're going to take a step back with our right foot and then our left foot. And that brings us again into a good strong plank. Let's keep right shoulder over right wrist and turn ourselves into side plank. Modify if you like by setting the side of your knee on the mat. Let's exhale back around into full plank. Press back up into down dog. Walk the dog a few times. Press both heels down. And then come forward again into plank. So now we're going to keep our left shoulder over left wrist, turning to the side. Modify to the side of your knee if you'd like. Exhale, come back around into plank. Press back up into down dog. Again, walking the dog. Really work at stretching those feet. And then press both heels down. And inhale, return to plank. Now let's drop the left knee to the mat. Extend the right leg behind you, hip level. And then reach the left arm forward, palm facing towards the sky for spinal balance. We're going to lift our left foot so it's not helping us balance. And then bring the foot and the hand down, and let's step the right foot forward. We'll place both hands to the inside of our right foot and start to pull the top of your left thigh forward. Walk your hands a little farther out and see if you can melt closer to the mat. And we want to make sure that we're keeping the right knee from pushing past our toes. Feeling a very deep stretch in the right hamstring and the front of our left thigh. From there, we'll walk our hands back into a more neutral place. Still pressing down to the top of our left foot. Let's reach to the sky. Crescent moon. Exhale, come forward. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Step the right foot back into plank. Press up, downward facing dog. And then let's come back down onto all fours. Now we're ready to extend the left leg behind us, pushing out through the heel. Reaching the right arm forward, palm opens to the sky. And then try lifting that right foot so it's not helping us balance. We'll set the hand and foot back down. Step the left foot forward. So now we've got both hands to the inside of our left foot, pushing down to the top of your right foot. Start to walk your hands a little further out. And then see if you can just melt closer to the mat. Feeling that deep stretch in the front of your right thigh and the left hamstring. Let's walk the hands in closer. Tuck the right toes under, lifting the right knee. Stepping our left foot back into our plank. Pressing up into downward facing dog. Again, let's ease down onto all fours. And I want you to keep your toes tucked under and walk your hands closer to your knees. And then we're just coming up into a kneeling position. And we're going to let the hands fist and come behind us. And I want you to press your knuckles into your lower back on either side of your spine. While doing that, we want to think about really opening across the heart and then opening our throat. And this would be preparation for camel. So feel free to stay here and just keep opening across your heart. If you want to move into full camel, you're going to reach your hands to your ankles. Think about keeping your thumbs on the outside of your ankles and the rest of your fingers on the inside. And if you're all the way into full camel, re-fist your hands, placing them into lower back. And then we can all inhale, lengthen, rise. Everybody press the tops of your feet into the mat. And then we're going to start to pull the tailbone back towards the heels. While that's happening, we're melting our ribs into our thighs, letting the head drop to the mat, and then rolling the shoulders down. Let's bring the arms around to the front. Open the knees a little bit wider. Continue to press back, but now your chest is going to sink between your knees. And I want you to slide the left arm through the right armpit so your shoulder is melting into the mat. We'll bring that arm out and we'll switch. And then bring that arm out and try to stretch just a little bit more. And then let's walk the hands closer to our knees so we can lift up our body. And we'll come down and have a seat on our right hip. So we're going to bring our knees and feet as close to our body as our body allows, while still being able to sit tall. So if that means you have to keep your knees apart, that's perfectly fine. Meanwhile, our left hand's going to hold the left ankle, and we're going to send the right hand high. Side stretch to your left. Turn that right palm to the sky. And then see if you can come up with your left hand and just gently pull on the right wrist. Inhale, lift back to center, and exhale, float the arms down. Let's take the left foot and we'll step it across the bent right knee. And then walk your right hand a little farther back so it's kind of pointing right at your tailbone. And we'll tuck that left upper arm against our left inner thigh. Inhale, a little taller and straighter. And then exhale, rotating at the waist. I'm going to look farther over the right shoulder. Let's inhale, left arm high. Exhale, let it flow down. And then let's stretch the left leg out straight. And place our right ankle on our left thigh. Use your right hand to push on that inner thigh a bit so you're breathing into your inner thigh and your outer hip. And then let's lift the right leg. And I'm going to give you a couple choices. You can thread your arms through the lower leg and draw in that way. Or you can take the bottom of your right foot, place it against your upper left arm so the crease of your left elbow can kind of cradle the foot, and then bring the other arm around. So regardless of which version we're choosing, we're making sure that we're sitting up tall. We've got our heart center lifting and our shoulders pulling down. And we're breathing into the outside of that right hip. On the exhale, let's go ahead and release. We'll stretch that leg out nice and straight. Hands on either side of your hips. Go ahead and bounce your knees up and down a few times. And then just let them kind of rest and start walking your fingers forward, pushing back through your tailbone. Melt yourself into your forward fold. And from there, let's inhale back up. Good, and then once we're up, we're going to shift our weight. So now we're going to sit on that left hip. Knees and feet as close to our body as our body allows. Right hand holds right ankle, left arm reaches high, little side stretch to your right. And then see about using your right hand to pull gently on your left wrist. Inhale as we lift. Exhale, let that arm come down. And then let's take the right foot, step it across the bent left knee. We're going to walk our left hand so it's close to our tailbone. And then we're going to tuck that right upper arm against the right inner thigh. Inhale, a little taller and straighter. And then exhale, rotating at the waist so we can look over that shoulder. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, let the arm float down. From there, let's extend the right leg out straight. And we're going to place our left ankle on our right thigh. Using our left hand to push gently on inner thigh till we feel some good resistance in the inner thigh and the hip. And then let's lift the entire left leg. And remember your choices. threading the arms through or placing the bottom of your left foot on the upper right arm, letting the crease of your elbow cradle the outside edge of your foot. And then we've got the hands wrapped around. We're all sitting up nice and tall, lifting and opening the heart, keeping the shoulders released from the ears. And then as we exhale, let's release and let that leg go straight. Hands on either side of our hips. Again, let's bounce our knees up and down a few times. And then just let your legs go straight as we walk the hands forward, pushing back through the tailbone, folding down. Let's inhale our way back up. Let your fingertips come behind you so they're pointing right at your buttocks. Pushing down through those foundational hands, lifting and opening your heart, and then see if you can press the bottoms of your feet towards the mat, pulling the hips up into a reverse plank. Exhale, you slowly melt back down. And then once we've made it to our seated position, let's bend our knees. And let's bring the arms between the knees and hook around your big toes with your second and third fingers. Meanwhile, I want your belly button super tight. As you lift your heels and find your balance, we're keeping our back nice and straight. And then see if you can extend one leg at a time into your big toe wide boat. And then we're going to pull the legs closer together. Release and stretch towards the sky. And then slowly open. Think about someone ironing you from the center of your body out. So you're getting longer and longer and longer. Once we're on the mat, we're pushing out through the heels, reaching out through our fingertips. And then feel your body go soft, and we'll float the arms up. And let's return them to your sides. Bend the knees, walk the feet in, space them open about hips distance, toes and heels out, feet about far enough away from your buttocks so that when we lift up into that bridge, we're activating buttocks and hamstrings, not feeling this in knees or thighs. Continue to press your hips a little higher. And then one vertebra at a time, let's melt down. Once we feel that we're all the way back down onto the mat, let's bring knees to chest one at a time. Ooh, tuck them in really tight so we feel that good stretch going down the spine into the gluteals. Add in a few rocks side to side. Settle back to neutral and let's circle our knees around and around. And then we'll go the other way. Good. Now I want you to see if you can take your fingers and thread them through each of your toes and both feet. And while you're doing that, we're going to bend the knees and push our flat feet towards the sky. And pull down with your hands. And then from there, let's try extending the legs straighter and wider. Let's pull the legs closer together. And then let your right leg release so it floats all the way down to the mat. Once it makes it all the way down to the mat, you can use your second and third fingers on your left toe, hand to hook around your big toe, or you can put your hand on the inside of your ankle or your calf. Want to think about pulling toes overhead. Now while you're pulling toes overhead, open your right arm wide to the side and let that left leg open out as far as it will go without lifting the right shoulder. And then just let your eyes look right. We'll bring the leg back to neutral. And let your right hand come to the outside of your left ankle. Open the left arm and then just gently draw the leg across the midline of your body. And then let's come back to a neutral place. From there, pull the right knee in and re-extend it towards the sky, pushing out through both heels. And now start lowering your left leg slowly down. Once it's made it to the mat, choose if you want to hook your second and third fingers around your big toe or put your right hand on the inside of your ankle or your calf, pulling toes forward over your head. While you're pulling those toes forward, start to open out to the side. Take it out as far as you can without letting that right hip rise or left hip rise, and then open that left arm to the side and let's look left. Bring the leg back to neutral. And now use your left hand in the outside of your right ankle. Let the right arm open wide and then just gently pull that right leg across the midline of the body. Let's return to neutral. And then from there, just bend that knee and let it slide back out onto the mat. Once we're back out onto the mat, let your arms rest at your sides, palms to the sky. Tighten all the muscles in your legs and push out through your heels. And then let your legs go soft and extend out through the arms, reaching through the fingertips. And then let your arms go soft. Let's turn our head to the right. Come back to neutral and we'll turn left. Return to neutral and just feel yourself melt. Be thankful for the struggles you go through. They make you stronger, wiser, and humble. Don't let them break you. Let them make you. Let's send away all of our anxious thoughts and make a decision to live today with courage, with an open heart and a grateful heart and a hopeful heart. Spreading random acts of kindness all over the place. Remember that my soul honors your soul. I honor that place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace within you, because it is also in me. In sharing these things, we are united, we are the same, we are one. Namaste.